Okay, this is our little bit of anomaly. You see the shrub. You see this. In the last year or two, these are pine cones. This is a pine tree that somehow it's actually sprouted out the side of our shrub. From what I can tell, I didn't want to cut it, but the shrub has been like this shrub, which I think they're a form of junipers or something like that. They're like a dwarf. But it had looked like this, but then the top got a little rotten. So I did notice last year, the year before, it had these. But when I look in there, it is attached to the main tree trunk of this shrub. And then it never had pine cones before now that I could see. And look at these little baby pine cones. We should gather them up, catch the seeds, plant more. So I don't know if it's a pine tree shrub or a shrub pine tree, but somehow it's actually growing out the root of this shrub, which I think is kind of an anomaly. I don't know if they tried mixing it, cross-germinated, the seeds got mixed. I guess it could have happened naturally sometime, somehow. I mean, those two shrubs I actually bought when they were smaller. I think I spent 20 bucks on them, because usually I get $5 or $10 shrubs. But I think I spent $20, $30 on these two shrubs. And they've actually grown up over the last 5+ years, maybe 6 or 7. They might be 8 years now. But this thing started growing a couple years ago, and I didn't want to cut it out, and it's actually grown into the main tree root. Now we got little baby pine cones. I mean, I hope it's a pine tree, but it's not going to make it if it's grown off the side of this shrub. And I've never had the best of luck taking cuttings from a plant and making new ones. I've never had the best of luck with that. I know there's a way to it. So I don't know if it's actually considered, I knew they make some pine shrubs. So I don't know if it's part of the pine shrub family or part of the pine tree family at this point. But it looks more like a pine tree to me than a pine shrub. But it's off a shrub, so what do you call it? It's a pine shrub, a shrub pine? I don't know. I wish I knew a good treeologist to help me out here and come look at it themselves. And, you know, maybe we got a new miracle tree. But if it's only attached to the main shrub of this, I don't see how it's going to support the weight of a big pine tree, because the base of this will never get that big. And a big pine tree, you know, you see them, they go like several foot across sometimes. I mean, there's some pine trees over there, even if it's only a foot to foot and a half across. I mean, they're up like 70, 80, 100 feet, some of them at least, or close to, even that one there, say it's what, 50, 60? Well, taller than I can reach. It's not going to support the weight of that. So that's the miracle, the dilemma, and the question of curiosity. So there we go, baby pine cones. It's an anomaly. Thanks for stopping in.